How's it going, guys? Welcome to another special Foundry video. I wanted to make this video, first and foremost, with the members of the Foundry, but the members of the Foundry decided to go to Buffalo Wild Wings without me. So fuck them, and I found Ken. Yes, he was out emptying his trash across the street, but you know what? I was like, you know what? Hey Ken, you want to do a video? He said no, and I said, but I got candy, and of course, guess what he said? There we go, and that's how we came here. So how you doing today, man?
I'm doing A-OK. Good stuff, man. Smash Bros,
Good
dude.
stuff. Yes, that's the whole topic for today. There was a brand new Nintendo Direct, and there's quite a few things that we want to discuss. Obviously, when this video comes out, it will not have been the day of the Nintendo Direct, but we're recording it like the night of, so it's like fresh in our minds. Me and Ken are both very big Smash Brothers fans. I've been a Smash Brothers fan for, God, many years. So I thought it was also perfect because the other members of the Foundry, I don't know if they're big Smash Brothers fans, and I don't think Johnny knows what a Smash Bro is. So, other than bro job, and that's not gonna work here. So,
Nope.
starting things off with the Smash Brothers, Direct. The first thing that they showed was some new characters. They showed Simon and Richter Belmont.
Which,
What were
I'll
your
say,
ideas on that?
you know, it's super surprising. I didn't expect any new characters from this. I was like, what? I thought they were like, alright, that's all the characters, guys. And then they're like, oh, here's a bunch more. Okay.
I'm happy about it, though.
Yeah, I mean, it looks cool. I'm not too familiar with the series, so I'm like, okay, these guys look cool, but I've never really played too much Castlevania, so it's more of a neutral feeling for me.
Yeah, I've never been a big Castlevania person myself. Funny enough, the Castlevania series that I played the most of is the one that people hate the most. Kind of funny. It's the Lord of Shadows ones. But
I'm not familiar, yeah.
yeah,
Sounds
honestly, I'm happy that they added it, because just Nintendo in general, you know, the Castlevania series has been part of Nintendo for so long.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's
makes
kind
sense.
of like,
Makes
it's
sense.
understandable. Yeah, exactly. So I'm really happy that they added them. What do you think of the character designs and, like, the attacks?
It looks pretty, from what I know of the series, it looks pretty on point with the characters and how they move around, and looks pretty faithful to their original designs.
Yes. What do you think of the difference in, the difference between Simon and Richter themselves?
I don't like I said, I don't know the series too much, but I mean, I kind of like Richter a little bit better. I like his design a little bit better. He looks a little more. He looks more like he fits in the series a little bit better than Simon does. But that's just my
Simon
opinion.
looks like he's like a Conan the Barbarian reject. I know that sounds kind of harsh,
a little bit.
but he kind of does.
Ugh.
Yeah, he kind of
I'll kill
does.
you.
I definitely like Richter's design as well. He feels more Smash-like.
Yeah. I agree with
Strangely enough, though, he kind of looks like he could be like in a Fire Emblem game. I know it sounds weird, but he kind of has that
'Cause
look.
We need more of the.
Yeah,
We'll
he
comment
kind of
on
looks
that
like
later.
that. We'll get there, Ken.
No, don't worry.
But yeah, he
But-
kind of looks like it.
You know, all things aside, one of my favorite parts about that whole reveal was Luigi's inclusion. I was like, yeah, it's Luigi. But then I got really disappointed when he died.
That
He's dead.
I loved that because
He's dead.
Mario already died in one of the earlier Smash Directs when Ridley like speared him in the fucking heart.
See, I was okay with it.
Yeah, I was okay with that, but once they messed with Luigi,
was
oh
like,
no.
Damn,
It's
bro.
the gloves
Seriously?
coming off, boys.
It's like, I will.
But I thought that was interesting. Like, they showed the Grim Reaper like ripping the soul out of Luigi. Like, that's kind of hardcore for like a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It's like, no, Luigi's Mansion 3 revealed. Guys, well, I guess it would be technically 2, because the other one was it
Dark
whatever.
Moon?
I don't
it
know
Dark
if yeah, it was Dark Moon, but I don't remember if it had a 2 in the title, you know. But anyways,
No, I don't think so.
I digress.
Yeah, that's not important here. The important thing is Luigi's dead, and he's not coming back. No.
He's not.
Did you actually see that on the Nintendo Twitter? They actually posted that Luigi is fine. They're like, don't worry, people. Luigi's
I
fine.
saw
They
that.
actually
I did
posted
see
that.
Yeah,
That's really
make sure
funny.
to put that in the video, that tweet.
Yes, I'll have to find that. Thanks. Thanks for making me find that. Okay, so on to our next topic. And you were the one who actually wanted to talk about this.
This is something that's near and dear to my heart.
Okay,
There's
go for
too
it,
many
Ken.
Fire Emblem characters. They've added
Okay,
more.
why?
I don't. Okay, so maybe it's not Fire Emblem that's necessarily super bad. I guess Fire Emblem gets me more because they're all so very similar. All their movesets, they do have a varying amount of moves, and like there's a lot of difference between them, but all the characters look extremely similar, and they all have very similar movesets in general. There's a lot of other characters from a lot of different series that have vastly different movesets, like, you know, Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong. They're from the same series, but have extremely different movesets. So,
Well, I think that what they could have done, I mean,
I don't know.
obviously, the whole, okay, so I agree with you, first of all. I agree that there are way too many Fire Emblem characters that are Echo Fighters,
yeah,
because
they're
that's what they call them now.
Pretty much.
But the thing is I think that they could have included other characters from previous Fire Emblem games that had other stuff, because there's obviously many different, like weapon types in Fire Emblem. There's
yeah,
like the
and
swords,
that would be
there's
cool.
the
If
spears.
there's less
That would've
swords,
been really cool,
there's so
yeah.
many freaking swords, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty much all swords at this point. The only one that doesn't really use a sword, well, he does use a sword, or she, depending on which one you choose. But Robin is like the only one that uses like the magic. You know what I mean?
But
like,
yet they still have a sword, you know, like a dagger.
yeah, I mean, you still have a sword for the smash attack, but it's not like every attack is the sword. Because like
yeah,
those
there's some
Echo
range,
Fighters
so-
is like forward B, up B, down B, like everything is literally just a sword attack, pretty much.
Pretty much.
So, but yes, I agree with you. I would like to see some other Fire Emblem style characters, because
mind that
they
if
have
there's
so many
more
people to choose from.
difference. Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah.
They have so many people to choose from. But I guess the biggest drawback to that is this game is Ultimate, so they're like, we're putting everyone in it, you know?
Ultimate, yeah.
And that's the whole problem, is like, if we're gonna put everyone in it, we're gonna see all of those, you know, fighters
Yeah.
that are clones, pretty much, you know, echoes.
I'm okay with having a bunch of echoes as long as they're calling out that they are an echo, you know? It's
That's
like,
true.
I like the fact that they're doing that, kind of to sidestep a little bit. The whole echo thing, I like, because it essentially doesn't, like, there was two Marios, Mario and Dr. Mario. They're essentially the exact
Yeah.
same character. I'm pretty sure that they're echo characters. It would make sense in my mind, because they are
Yeah, I
pretty
think
much
Dr.
exactly
Mario
the
is an
same.
echo character.
You
I
might as
believe
well
so.
just call that out and say they're pretty much just costumes. Okay, so they're different costumes, but we'll go one step further and say echo. So they have slight variance, but they're pretty much echo.
Yeah. Well, one thing, this is actually funny enough a little bit later in the Smash Direct, but I don't think we were going to highlight it, but something specifically about Echo characters is I like the fact that Echo characters can now be, like, over the main character's icon.
Yeah,
So
just to kind
instead
of
of-
emphasize that even more.
Exactly. So instead of having just, like, characters all over the fucking place, you can have, like, the main person or the main style, and then, like, all the Echo characters are around them.
Yeah.
And that makes it a lot easier to be like, oh, I want to use this style, but which costume of the style do I want to use? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, essentially, and that makes sense to me.
yeah, I definitely like that. I for sure like that. So, moving on, what was this next one you want to talk about?
So this one's kind of a tangential point, but I think one of the advantages to this Smash Bros. Will be the fact that it's on Switch. And Switch, as you all know, is both a at-home console and also a mobile platform. So
Indeed.
it combines what they were trying to do with the Wii U and 3DS version and combines it into one, because you can do both. You can play it at home with controllers, with GameCube and whatever, and do whatever you want. You know, they have the adapter now, and they're having a new controller that they're releasing specifically for this. But you can
Yes.
also grab it, take it on the go, and play wherever you want, which is what the 3DS was for. So I think it's a really powerful thing, and this is a great way for them to continue to just add DLC. If they wanted to charge me for some DLC characters, I am A-okay with that, because it's already got a ton of content,
Well,
and
the-
I don't mind
the game
paying
itself,
a little bit more
The
for
game
some
itself is
more
packed
characters.
with fucking content. Like, it's crazy how much is in the game. We'll talk more about that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is so much in the game. Do you know if the what's it called, the GameCube adapter is gonna be only for the dock, or if it's gonna be for the Switch,
I
the
think
actual
it's only for the
tablet?
dock. Actually, I'm not sure, because
Yeah, I think
I'd have to
it's gonna
check.
be
Doesn't
only
the
for the
Switch
dock.
only have one USB? I thought
I
it only had
believe
one,
so.
but the adapter usually had two USBs. So I wonder
Oh,
what they're
you're
gonna
right.
do with
Yeah,
that.
I think it's gonna be specifically in the
That's a good
Yeah,
question.
I think it's going to be for the dock. I believe so. Because the charge cable, it may have like an adapter that goes into where the charge cable would normally go into, and then that
Maybe.
could go. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. There's still no information on that as of yet.
Yeah, I mean,
but,
they just
we're
talked
kind of
about it,
throwing
and
that
there's
around.
already listings, actually. They have listings for new adapters on...
Yes.
on Amazon and stuff like that, and I actually just recently bought a bunch of stuff. It's got 2 USBs, so I'm wondering how that's going to work, actually. Hopefully I didn't just buy the wrong one.
I
That
don't
would be
think so.
embarrassing.
I don't usually, like, Nintendo doesn't usually have, like, universal stuff that is, like, hold on, let me rephrase that. Nintendo usually has universal stuff, instead of having, many different, like, cables that go to specific parts, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
Like, previous consoles.
We'll have to see. I mean, it's a pre-order anyway, so I'm not too worried about it.
That's true, yeah, you're
But-
like, by the time that comes out, you'll know everything.
Well, we'll see. We'll have details in the future.
Yes, absolutely. But moving on,
This one...
the next
this
part,
all
and
you-
this one is something I am really excited about, guys.
Yeah.
In the Smash Direct, they showed a lot of new stages. They did. They showed a lot of really
lot.
cool stuff, including Mario Odyssey, which that was a really cool stage.
Oh, I'm excited about
I really,
that one. The
yes,
music.
I really liked the style to it, where you could like hit the band members, and then like it will actually sing the song instead of just the background jingle if you
Yeah.
don't hit them.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like that. That's a nice little, like eye for detail that I 100% am on board for.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
specifically talking about stages themselves, the fact that there are over 100 stages, and the fact
That's
that like
crazy.
every single stage has like a battlefield and like what Final Destination.
An Omega
Is it
version.
Omega?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
Omega
have an
version.
Omega
Yeah, that's what it's
and
called.
You can now turn off hazards, which is super nice.
Yes, that's another thing
Super
that was
nice.
really cool is now if you enjoy a level but you don't want to have the bullshit of like random things attacking you.
Yeah, like
I'm
the
sorry,
Pokemon
I'm going to use
in the
that term.
background or whatever boss
Yeah,
is,
stuff,
or
just
whatever.
stuff
You
like
could just
that. Yeah, like
turn it off.
the one they showed
off.
was the Mega Man one, where like the Yellow Devil was just attacking
Yeah.
everyone all at once.
Yeah.
And that one, like that's cool that you can just turn it off.
I agree.
So I
agree.
really am excited because when you combine all of those possibilities, I mean, they say that there's over 300 stages. I mean, kind of. I mean, yeah, but
Yeah.
the fact that there's over 100 stages just alone, that's
Just nuts.
That's yeah, exactly. That is a testament to fucking Sakurai himself. Like
I know, right?
That man is a fucking beast.
And
I cannot believe
Yeah.
the shit that he's done with Smash Brothers.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Yeah,
But speaking of stages, one of the other cool things that they added that I noticed was really cool was the fact that you can now alternate. Well, sorry, alternate's the wrong word. You can now transform from one stage to the other during battle.
yeah, that was really cool.
So, like, if you're on Battlefield and then you also have, I don't know exactly, I can't remember exactly how it works, but you have to select multiple stages, or maybe you can have.
yeah,
like,
I think there's like
um,
a section that you can choose either like you choose like 2 maps and you choose like the interval that they change, or you
Yeah.
can make it random.
Something like that. I don't know what the max
Yeah.
is, but essentially you pick a bunch of stages, you pick the interval, and it'll switch between those every so often, and it'll just like seamlessly switch from one stage to the other, and you'll barely notice, but it adds new dynamic and also allows you to play a bunch of stages.
Yeah, that's
Since
really
there's
cool.
100.
And the fact that like you can turn hazards off, you could probably combine those actually. Turn hazards off and make it to where
Interesting.
the
Yeah.
stages change. So it's like you're not going to be pissed off when you get fucking Rainbow Course or Rainbow
Just-
Road or whatever. Like
Just
you're
imagine
not
if
going to be
you
like
go
fuck.
from
Like
Omega to Omega.
I mean,
It's like,
it's
ooh,
true, but
amazing.
Yeah, true, but at the same time, it's like there is going to be like a little bit of difference, and that's another thing that I'm glad you brought that up is now Omega stages are not going to be like the only ones picked.
Yeah,
like, I
because of the
know-
whole, you can turn
Yeah,
off
like
hazards.
me personally, I do prefer Omega stages in the previous games.
I agree.
Because I'm more of like a one-on-one, no items, no limitations kind
Yeah.
of a guy.
Yeah.
But the thing is like, it's so much better to have more areas to fight on. And now that the stages themselves change, and you don't have to worry about the hazards, it's just really, really nice. Segueing into the next section of turning things on and off, Ken, what do you think about Final Smashes getting meters?
I think it's interesting. So at first, I heard about it. I was like, "Oh wow, meters!" So like, you just have to do enough damage or whatever to build yours up, and then you just do it. But then I found out there's a small caveat of that. The the smash isn't actually quite as powerful when you use the meters versus when you just have the smash balls. So if you have the meters, then you can still do the smash, but it'll be slightly less powerful. And I mean, depending on the character, that's kind of I guess unnecessary, because some of them are just like single target, you get them and then they blast off, and that's pretty much a guaranteed kill anyway. So depending on the percent.
True, but I really like the fact, because so many
I like it too.
So many fighting games, like you have supers or like ultimate techniques, and yes, Smash Brothers has it too, but I just like the fact that you can't get it like slapped out of you. So many times
yeah, I know,
where I played with like Smash Balls where I'm like, I finally got it, and then someone like taps me, just literally taps me.
I never understood
and all of a
how
sudden
the
it's
mechanic
gone.
worked. I couldn't ever figure out like the algorithm for how it decided whether you lost it or kept it. And just it removes that whole like, oh, there's the Smash Ball, let's all attack it.
Yeah,
and
we
then,
all
like,
have to go for it. I like the idea of everyone has their own super, and when the supers are like available, you can't like smash it out of someone, like I said. So like it's just like, when are they going to use it? Are they going to do a combo and then do it, a super into the combo?
Yeah, that's
like,
actually an interesting aspect into combos, because you never really
exactly,
had a smash
they've never
combo
done that.
because you were always so worried that you would lose it that you never knew when
use
to
it
use
more
it.
often. Yeah,
you just like use it kind of as soon as you could for the most part. So
exactly,
like you could do. You could try to stun lock someone potentially, and then just go right into a super if you knew the super well. And
it comes down to knowing the super for sure. But I really like that feature.
Yeah.
And yes, it's something that you can turn on and off. So for those of you watching right now that are like, that's a stupid idea, the Smash Brothers doesn't need supers. Yeah, you can turn it off. I definitely like the idea though, because it just brings more to the game itself.
Yeah.
Another one that is coming back, funny enough, when it comes to like the Smash modes. I know that's a little bit off tangent as well, but the HP, or the percentage gauge, where like everyone starts with a certain amount of percent, and then you do damage, and instead of like trying to knock someone off the edge, you're actually just trying to take away their HP.
Yeah,
that's actually something.
I like.
Yeah, I really like that mode. I think it was in Melee, and I think it was in Brawl as well, but I don't think it was in the last game.
It definitely wasn't in the last one that I know.
Yeah, I don't think it was in Smash 4. And I really like that mode because it's different. It's not always about, I gotta throw you off the ledge. Like, now you're actually thinking about how much life you have. It's different. It's really cool. It's something that brings new flair to the game, instead of always being like, Final Destination, 3 stock, Fox only, fuck me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not how it works. Like, I just like having more options. But talking about more options,
modes,
yes.
Speaking of new modes, they have a new Smashdown mode, which I kind of thought was really interesting because it adds a new thought process, a new mechanic where... So essentially the mode is you fight whoever, like, whatever number of people, and, you go in, you pick your characters, and then you immediately go into the next one. But this time, your selection is cut down by whatever number of players there are. You cannot play the characters that were previously played in the last match. So now there's a new aspect of like, do I play my best character right away? Do I save it for later? But what if my other friend plays that? Yeah, and there's so many unknowns with this one. So like, it's going to add a new way of playing the game, which I think will be really fun. And I'm excited to try it.
Again, it's not just the bare bones, cut and dry Final Destination stuff. Like, there's just so many more modes that you can play for fun.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's just how it is. And that's the best part about that.
Gonna be different. Not necessarily from match to match, but as a long game.
For like the whole longevity of the experience, it's going to change how you play from mode to mode.
Yep.
And speaking of how you play, what about that training mode?
The training mode. I thought that was super interesting. I didn't see much about it at first, but what I saw was like, I saw like a picture. I was like, this looks super interesting, and I know exactly what this is for, to help you essentially perfect your techniques and figure out like launch distances and all that. It's really great.
That was so cool. Like, you do your attack in this new training mode, and it has 3 meters. It has like, I think each one is a percentage, like damage percentage. So if you do damage, and then they're at 0%, it's like, I believe, the blue meter.
Yep, it's
and
like
then
the first line.
The first line, and then the second line, I believe, is like 50%, and then the third line, I believe, is 100%. And the cool thing is that the moment you connect, it instantly recognizes the opponent's weight class, and it does all the math for you.
Yeah,
so if
based
you're
on
someone
where you
who likes
hit,
to go
how you
in,
hit, and what attack
yeah,
it was.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're someone who likes to do all the math and be like, how far do I really launch each individual weight classed character with these combos? You can see every single one. I really, really like it.
Yeah. Yes, I agree.
It's pretty freaking dope.
Yeah,
so
I think that
I
covers
guess
the new modes and stuff.
yes, that's pretty much the new modes. I'm excited. First of all, I was super hyped at the end of it.
Yeah, so much stuff.
But okay, I guess we just have to, talk about the elephant in the room.
No, well, I mean, they led into it with like a whole bunch of reveal of new items and assist trophies and all these awesome things. So they had a bunch of new content there as well, which is just crazy.
True, but like this one just feels so out of place. So we're
what
gonna
is
talk
it?
about Rathalos that was added
Rathalos?
into yes.
Wow,
Rathalos.
I feel like we've been playing that series, right?
Yeah, I feel like we've been playing games about
Guys,
that
by
recently.
the way,
So
you should check out those videos that he's gonna post in this video about
no,
us.
fuck, God
us
damn it,
playing-
don't.
Look, I'm
Son
pointing
of
to
a
it
bitch.
too.
Do not
of
make
us
me
playing
fucking do
Monster
extra
Hunter with
work.
Johnny. It's really
Son
great.
of a
You should
bitch.
check it out.
So
right there.
I'll just post like one video and be like, this video has everything. Cool. But Rathalos specifically, seems like Rathalos is in everything. Rathalos was put into Final Fantasy XIV.
It's like such a like staple character, I guess, or monster
yes,
from
yeah.
the game.
Rathalos is like the staple monster, apparently.
Yeah. He's not
For
even
sure.
that unique.
He's
dragon.
not that unique. I mean, definitely I understand what they're going for because it's like it's a big red fire breathing dragon and like it seems like it would be
Yeah.
like a boss character. That's another thing specifically that you and I are definitely not on par with, but they said that Rathalos will be a boss character and you said that it would just be like a boss on a stage.
Yeah, lots of stages have bosses, and so I'm thinking it's probably just going to be a boss there. But he thinks this is actually segueing into our next topic, which is the blurred out content, which he believes is going to be a story mode, like
The subspace.
subspace emissary and all that. That's what he thinks, especially with all the cutscenes and all the
There's so
all
many
the
like cutscenes and they
animated
didn't have
stuff that they
many.
have. Like, so I agree, but I was mostly playing devil's advocate and saying, nah, I mean, there's so many ways you could interpret that differently. So like, I'm up in the air. I could see it both ways. We'll have to wait and see. The blurred out
Yeah,
content
we
is
will.
definitely
We'll have to
intriguing,
wait and see.
and I agree it could be story content, but we'll have to wait and see.
I can hope.
I would
A man
personally
can
love
hope.
it. I would love it if it was,
Yes.
because I actually
I
enjoyed
hope
the
to God-
Subspace
I mean,
Emissary.
The big thing for me is like if it was not on the main menu, then I would not have as high of hopes.
Yeah,
but
it's gotta be a
on
big
the
category.
main menu, so it's got to be its own unique thing.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah.
So and
see.
you even pointed out that when they were going over this mode that they can't talk about right now, that there is like in the side menu that they were showing of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate home screen.
Yeah.
There's another blurred out image,
Which might be unrelated,
what that
to be
is.
honest. Because if it's in a side menu, that means you'd want to access it quite often, right? So
True, but then why would it be blurred out?
I don't know. I think it could be something that's more deeply woven
Amiibos.
into the game. No, it wouldn't be amiibos. We
I don't know. I'm just
I think
throwing
it's something
stuff.
that might be more deeply like woven into the game, I guess is what I want to say. We'll have to
Maybe.
see. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I hope so. I hope that there is lots of cool stuff that they add and continue to add. And as you said before, I'm completely fine with buying DLC as long as the DLC is like worth buying. I
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah. I would totally
yeah,
be
I'm
down for that.
100% fine with buying DLC, but if they want to go the route of Monster Hunter and give us all that shit for free, I'll be fine.
I do agree.
I'll be fine with that too.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we're ending. What characters would you love to see in Smash?
So, to be completely honest, there's actually one that I would really like to see. I've seen other people post it, and it would be really cool if they had. I don't know if you're familiar with like Shantae, like that series of games, which is like the.
Oh, okay, yes.
That would be a really interesting character because that would be a very different
It would be a
kind
very
of character.
unique
The
style of
moveset
character.
would be
Yes,
very different
yes.
from other characters, and that's again something I would love to see more in the series. Is just more unique characters, a more wide range
Yeah.
of movesets, less standard like sword punch. Blah,
yeah,
blah, blah.
yeah, less like sword and shield and
So that's
fire.
one I would honestly kind of like to see. That's kind of the first one that comes to mind right now.
Yeah,
what about
that's a
you?
cool idea.
What about you? Anything?
Honestly, I don't have anything that like comes to mind immediately.
Nothing?
Yeah, like honestly, I mean, they've added so many characters. Like they added Mega Man, they added a lot of characters
Yeah.
that are like assist trophies.
Yeah.
And in my mind, certain characters as assist trophies is like good enough. They don't have to be like full-fledged characters.
No, I can agree with that. Like Shovel Knight, a lot of people were hoping he would be
Yeah.
a full character, which
True,
I think
but I
would have
think
been
he's
better.
good enough
to be
as
honest,
is.
He could have had a very interesting playstyle as well. It's kind of it'd be more sword-like,
Yeah.
but still different.
True.
But he's a
Maybe
good
maybe
assist
something from like a Nintendo game that we haven't seen a lot of recently. I don't know, because there's lots of Nintendo titles that, you know, are more obscure.
trophy. Yeah, that's true.
Because that's another thing is like when we're talking about like what characters would you like to see in Smash, most people would immediately say, you know, the usual like, oh, Ridley or King K. Rool. That was announced as well. he looks like a cool character, by the way.
Apparently they were highly sought after. I had no
Yes,
idea.
yes. I
But
didn't
there's-
know how sought after, but yes, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, there's still one highly sought after character, and you know who it is. It's Waluigi, man. Come on,
my
where is
God.
he?
Fuck that shit. Get that shit out of
He's already an
here.
assist trophy. He won't be. It's too
Yeah,
late.
he can't
it's
be.
Too late.
He's
They're not gonna
already in the
reverse that.
game. An assist trophy is too much for him anyways.
Damn.
That's good enough for him.
Damn.
God damn. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Well,
I think
that is
that's
pretty
it.
much it for the Smash Direct.
Yeah.
Ken, thank you very much for being here with me. I know that stealing you away from your trash is a crime, but I do really appreciate you being here today, and I hope that everyone else in the Foundry, you know, gets food poisoning.
Oh
No.
my goodness.
No, I honestly, I'm just happy that we were able to do this.
Yeah.
They would have joined, but honestly, not many of them. Like, they just don't know Smash.
They
like
don't know the
we do.
hype, man.
Yeah, they don't have the
awesome.
same level of excitement, the same ideas behind it, and I just thought this would be really cool
Yeah,
for us to
it was
do.
Awesome.
But it was fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, show your support for the members of the Foundry. You know, go check out the individual pages.
Do it.
And we hope to see you guys again. We'll have more content coming out soon.
Oh, yeah.
And Ken, thank you once again, and get the fuck out of my house. Later, guys.
Bye, guys.